In this session, learners will witness the evolution of the web and its implications for 21st century learning. Learners will also explore the wide variety of Web 2.0 tools available for educators to use with students for communicating, collaborating, and creating content in a digital environment. The web and internet are two different things. The internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks. The World Wide Web, commonly known as the web, is a system of interlinked hypertext documents that are accessed via the internet. With the web browser, someone can view web pages that may contain text, images, videos, and other multimedia and navigate between them via hyperlinks. Web 1.0 refers to the first stage in the World Wide Web, which was entirely made up of web pages connected by hyperlinks. The web was a set of static websites that were not yet providing interactive content. People would consume content in a read-only manner. The Web 2.0 era of the Internet was a transition from a static to dynamic virtual environment where people could take an active part in creating, making, and collaborating. We are currently in the Web 2.0 era. There are thousands of Web 2.0 tools or applications scattered across the Internet. YouTube, Twitter, VoiceThread, Voki, and Google Docs are just the tip of the iceberg. 3.0 is the semantic web. Jason Oller states the semantic web has computers adapt to humans rather than the other way around. Semantic web is for users to spend less time looking for information and more time using and participating with what they find. In other words, less slogging, more blogging. The semantic web is in its infancy and will only evolve over time.
The big picture, comparing stages of evolution. Each iteration of the web differed greatly in directionality or the flow of information, appearance, and who generates the content. In Web 1, one-way flow of information was apparent. A person or small team of people, called publishers, generated the content of web pages. It was mostly texts and some images. In Web 2, information flows both to and from users. Publishers and users generate and modify content. Comments and feedback from users are encouraged. For instance, Yelp to leave reviews and give feedback, and it was very participatory. Appearance and design begin to look more like an application you would see on your desktop. In Web 3.0, data and information flows between machines. It's almost predictive, trying to understand what a user wants before they even know, and uses a lot of semantics. There's also the Internet of Things, for instance, smart refrigerators and thermostats that you can control from a different site, or that you can even connect to and figure out if you're running low on orange juice and need your husband or wife to stop at the store to buy some more. In this graphic, you see Web 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 application architecture. In this graphic, you see the exponential growth of users in each iteration of the web. In Web 1, you had 50 million users. In Web 2.0, you have 1 billion users. In Web 3.0, you have 2.5 billion users and climbing. Tim Berners-Lee was one of the key players in web development. He was an English engineer and computer scientist known as the inventor of the World Wide Web. There's Mark Anderson and Eric Bina. They created the first graphical web browser known as Mosaic, and eventually Mosaic became Internet Explorer. Darcy DiNucci wrote an article called Fragmented Future, in which she used the term Web 2.0. And Tim O'Reilly was an activist with regard to content and use of the web, popularized the phrase Web 2.0 in 2004. Defined Web 2 as a platform where software applications are built on the web instead of on the desktop. Coined the retronym term Web 1.0 in order to compare features of Web 2.0. Here are some popular Web 2.0 applications. Answer Garden, Class Dojo, Class Flow, iFakeText.com, It's Learning, Padlet, Plickers, ReadWorks, ThingLink, Blackboard, Joule, Kahoot, Edmodo, Newsela, and Blabberize. We all know Chrome, but let's talk about a different type of web browser. Let's talk about Brave. Browse up to 8 times faster than Chrome. You can save data by blocking unwanted ads. You can block trackers. You can customize security shields, drag and drop browsing, and there's a reward systems for use. Web 2.0 and 3.0 tools that enhance instruction. They allow for collaboration between students and teachers on a completely online platform. Teachers can add comments on the assignments themselves, plus on Google Classroom, for example. It's a dynamic way to encourage collaboration without student and teachers having to physically be there. Google Classroom, with the integration of other products, can result in a completely paperless collaborative classroom. Some features of Classroom include announcements, forums, answer questions and comments, upload assignments, forums, and works well with other resources and other outside third-party applications. Here are some additional tools. There's Plot Generator, which automatically generates a story plot for film or paperback by using keywords of your choice. There's Rewordify, which is an awesome writing tool to help develop complex vocabulary. There's VisuWords, which is a visual dictionary in a thesaurus. There's also Newsela, which actually takes news articles and simplifies the language to a specific reading ability. There's Think CERCA, which provides an avenue for students to actually publish brief essays and receive feedback, such as help with creating annotations, summaries, and paragraphing skills. There's also BioCube, which makes a foldable biography cube. Here are some additional resources on Web 2.0 and beyond. Here are some additional resources on Web 2.0 and beyond.